There is a fighter jet that has never lost a single dogfight. Not one. In over 20 years of operation, against every simulation, every exercise, every combat scenario thrown at it, the F-22 Raptor has a kill ratio of 108-0. 108-0. No missile locked onto it. No enemy got close enough. No one even came close. And here is what makes that number truly insane. Most of those kills happened before the enemy pilot even knew the F-22 was there. This is not a fighter jet. This is a ghost. A supersonic, radar-invisible, missile-firing ghost that rules the sky completely alone. Today, we tear the F-22 Raptor apart. Every system. Every capability. Every reason why aerospace engineers around the world still call this the most dangerous combat aircraft ever built. Welcome to Apex Arsenal. To understand why the F-22 exists, you need to go back to the Cold War. The 1980s. The United States Air Force had a problem. The Soviet Union was producing fighters at an alarming rate, the Su-27, the MiG-29, aircraft that could match or even beat American jets in close combat. The Americans needed something different. Not just better. Different. In 1981, the U.S. Air Force launched the Advanced Tactical Fighter Program, a competition to build the most advanced air superiority fighter the world had ever seen. Lockheed, Boeing, and General Dynamics teamed up. Northrop and McDonnell Douglas competed against them. Both sides spent years and billions of dollars. In 1991, Lockheed's design won. They called it the F-22 Raptor. Named after the most efficient aerial predator in nature. A bird that spots its prey from over a mile away, attacks before the prey knows it exists, and never misses. The name was not chosen by accident. Development took another decade. The F-22 entered service with the United States Air Force in 2005. And immediately changed everything about what an air superiority fighter could be. Let us start with the most important thing about the F-22. The thing that makes everything else possible. Stealth. Now, most people think stealth means invisible. It does not. Stealth means small. Incredibly, absurdly, almost impossibly small, on radar. A standard fighter jet like the F-16 has a radar cross-section of about 5 square meters. The size of a small car on a radar screen. Detectable from hundreds of kilometers away. The F-22 Raptor? 0.001 square meters, the size of a marble. From a distance, enemy radar sees nothing where the F-22 is flying. Literally nothing. How did they achieve this? 3 things. First, shape. Every angle of the F-22's body is precisely calculated to deflect radar waves away from the source, rather than bouncing them back. No sharp edges that reflect radar. No external weapons hanging under the wings creating radar signatures. Everything, every missile, every weapon, is stored inside internal weapons bays, hidden completely until the moment of launch. Second, materials. The F-22 is covered in radar-absorbing materials that literally eat radar waves. They absorb the energy instead of reflecting it. Third, engine management. Jet engines produce enormous heat signatures detectable by infrared sensors. The F-22's engines are designed to minimize this signature, making it harder to track even with heat-seeking technology. The result? An aircraft that can fly through the most heavily defended airspace on Earth, and nobody knows it was ever there. But stealth alone does not make the F-22 the most feared fighter on Earth. What makes it truly terrifying is what it can do when it wants to be seen. Speed. The F-22 is powered by 2 Pratt & Whitney F-119 engines. Each one produces 35,000 pounds of thrust. Combined, 70,000 pounds of pure, raw power. Top speed? Mach 2.25. Over 2,400 kilometers per hour. But here is what separates the F-22 from every other fast jet, supercruise. Supercruise means the F-22 can fly faster than the speed of sound, without using afterburners. Every other fighter needs afterburners to go supersonic. Afterburners burn enormous amounts of fuel, they limit range. They create massive heat signatures visible to enemy sensors. The F-22 just goes supersonic. Quietly. Efficiently. Without anyone noticing. Now, maneuverability. The F-22 has something called thrust vectoring. Its engine nozzles can physically rotate, redirecting thrust in different directions. This means the F-22 can point its nose in directions that should be aerodynamically impossible. At low speeds, in a turning fight, it can perform maneuvers that defy physics. Cobra maneuvers, flat spins at near zero speed, pointing its nose straight up while barely moving. In a dogfight at close range, nothing alive can outturn an F-22. Nothing. Service ceiling, 65,000 feet. That is nearly 20 kilometers above the Earth, higher than almost any other combat aircraft. So high that the sky above begins to turn dark. So high that most missiles cannot even reach it. Combat range, over 800 kilometers. Ferry range with external tanks, nearly 3,000 kilometers. This aircraft can strike targets across an entire continent, unseen, and return home before anyone knew it left. Now let us talk about what the F-22 actually does to its enemies. Because all of that stealth and speed and maneuverability exists for one purpose: to put missiles on target. The F-22 carries all its weapons internally. 3 weapons bays, hidden completely inside the fuselage. Primary weapon, the AIM-120 AMRAAM. Advanced medium-range air-to-air missile, range, over 100 kilometers. The F-22 can fire this missile at an enemy it detected 150 kilometers away, while the enemy pilot has absolutely no idea the F-22 exists. Think about what that means. The enemy pilot is flying normally, checking his radar, seeing nothing. Then, his missile warning system screams. He has less than 10 seconds. And somewhere 80 kilometers away, an F-22 pilot has already turned around and is heading home. For close range, the AIM-9 Sidewinder, a heat-seeking missile that locks onto engine heat and does not let go. And for when missiles are not enough, a 20mm M61A2 Vulcan cannon, firing 100 rounds per second. But here is what truly makes the F-22 devastating: its sensor system. The APG-77 AESA radar, active electronically scanned array. This radar can track over 30 targets simultaneously, while engaging multiple targets at the same time, while jamming enemy radar, while remaining nearly undetectable itself. It does not just find enemies. It sees the entire battlefield, every aircraft, every missile, every threat, all at once. And the pilot gets all of this information, displayed directly on their helmet visor. No looking down at instruments. No switching between screens. Just total awareness of everything, all the time. The 108 to 0 kill ratio is not luck. It is not even skill. It is the result of an aircraft that finds the enemy, before the enemy finds it, shoots from ranges the enemy cannot respond to, and disappears before anyone can confirm what just happened. Only 187 F-22s were ever built. That is it. 187. Production was cancelled in 2011, a decision that military analysts still argue about today. The original plan was 750 aircraft. Budget cuts reduced it to 187. And those 187 aircraft are the reason no country on Earth has attempted to challenge American air superiority directly. Not Russia. Not China. Nobody. Russia built the Su-57 to compete with it. China built the J-20. Both are impressive aircraft. Neither has been tested in combat. Neither has ever engaged an F-22. And military analysts quietly agree, they would rather not find out what happens when they do. The F-22 is now over 20 years old, and it is still, right now, in 2026, the most dangerous air superiority fighter on Earth. Its replacement, the next-generation air dominance platform, is being developed. But it will not be ready for years. Until then, the Raptor holds the sky, alone, unmatched, undefeated. 108 kills, 0 losses. And nobody, not a single enemy pilot, ever saw it coming. That is the F-22 Raptor. If this video just made you respect American aerospace engineering in a completely different way, you know what to do. Subscribe to Apex Arsenal. Because we are just getting started. And the next video, trust me, you will not want to miss it.